Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode. So we've always been living in crazy times, but over the past 2 to 3 months, a lot of things have kicked the crazy into high gear. Now, because I strongly believe that it is very important to pay attention to what is happening around the world so that we can all make wiser decisions moving forward. Because of this, I will be creating short and succinct videos that cover topics that may fall outside of the crypto sphere. But videos like this one today will only serve as a supplement in addition to the crypto-focused content that I have been providing for you all for nearly 4 years now. I've also been going live much more frequently with my husband Toby recently as we discuss all of what we are seeing. So if you're interested in longer length videos that go much more into depth on topics and you kind of want to experience what we'd like to talk about, kind of like a fireside chat, topics like I'm speaking on today, be sure to follow me on my other social medias for notifications when we go live. Links to those can be found in the video description. Now, I will also post a notification on the community tab of this channel, so make sure you're subscribed with that notification bell enabled. So getting right into it, today, New York suspends collection of medical and student debt. I expect this to happen in all 50 states eventually, but the government knows that there will be a tidal wave of unemployment after this, which means there will be hardly any means for people to make payments. This, of course, will be serviced by more money printing and borrowing from the future to use today. In addition to this, the U.S. has also postponed the April 15th tax deadline for another 90 days. Now, I think the IRS is also overwhelmed, and this is to help with that. They also know that taxing people who are about to lose their jobs and will be left with practically nothing because bigger issues within an already destroyed economy has taken place. This may seem like a very benevolent move, but let's not forget why people are in this situation in the first place. Also, the Fed just initiated another $500 billion repo operation to try to normalize the short end of the yield curve. They are just buying time. None of this will work in the long run, which is why we are in this very situation in the first place. So once this fails, which I'm sure that it will, all hell will break loose. And the White House is looking to pump another $1 trillion into the markets to give the false impression that everything is fine. It's not. This is pure panic. And if you don't believe me, check out this tweet by Jim Bianco. At 10:56 a.m., White House seeks USD 850 billion economic stimulus for virus response. And at 1:35 p.m., Mnuchin, White House discussing stimulus plan up to $1.2 trillion. A 50% increase in 2.5 hours. We found something growing faster than the virus. It would be more funny if it wasn't true. And as if that wasn't enough, the U.S. looks to helicopter drop like 1,000, if not more, dollars onto its citizens, which they will print up and borrow once again from the future. I mean, that's where this money is coming from. This is crazy. This is panic. Now, if you guys are the ones receiving this money, maybe you should take this opportunity to use that money to get yourself out of debt, to free yourself from their system, something like a voluntary system that is outside of their control, something like the cryptocurrency market. Just something to think about, at least. Also, oil went to $27 a barrel, which is destroying the over-leveraged shale industry, which requires a price of almost $50 a barrel to even break even. Some of these industries are leveraged 100x. Watch oil. This will help show you how much trouble the US is really in. Also, the gold price went up almost $50 today, and it's holding strong at that point. It's a good idea to diversify a bit into gold just to cover your bases. I think that central banks are having a much more difficult time to suppress metals than they used to, and I think people are waking up to their game. Now, bringing it back to crypto, it has been stable, although I do expect a lot of volatility during these times. I would not be surprised about any move movement really either way. We are in totally uncharted territory. That has always been true in this cryptocurrency space, but it seems even more so as time moves on, especially with this kind of special scenario that we are all in. I will be buying at every dip whenever I can. We will do great in the long run. If you're not sure why I feel that way, I highly suggest you check out my recent video titled What to Expect After the Crypto Crash. Nobody knows what will happen in the short run, but you all know what my thoughts are for the long run. Just try to have a little dry powder or really cash on hand just in case, because anything can happen here.